my god! Rayman's frozen on the battlefield stage! That means he's in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate! Well, you're technically right, because he's the spirit, and that's in Smash Bros. What a letdown. All joking aside, let's talk about the thingamajig, Rayman himself. What could he look like potentially in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate? Well, that's what today's video is all about. The potential, again, please keep in mind this is not a leak. This is a potential character thing for Smash Bros. Well, basically, I'll break down some potential moves, maybe some spirits, and possibly even the stage and how that could work and how that could look in Smash Bros. And then, well, you guys let me know how the video was, and if you want any future videos for specific characters, you can request down in the comments, and I will do my best to get to them. But yeah, the thingamajig himself, Rayman. A lot of potential here. A lot of potential. Very popular. So let's stop wasting time and let's get into the moveset.
Yippee!
Alright, first off, let's talk neutral special. That would be his magic fist. And what does this do? It is a simple, basic projectile. And the fun thing is, this would be a projectile that you are able to charge up as well. So, as you can see in the little clip here, he's able to charge it up and he fires off the little projectile. So it'd be kind of fun. Again, you could do a quick fire, rapid succession of the mini uncharged up shots. So obviously that would do a little bit smaller damage, but I think Magic Fist makes too much sense for his neutral special. It's like perfectly made to be a neutral special in Smash Bros. Am I right?
Yippee!
Alright, side special time. Now this one I like a lot. So when I see a lot of moveset potential for Rayman, nobody really kind of goes outside the box a little bit. Nobody brings up rabbits. And what if Rayman would summon out a rabbit? And for side special, as you can see by this little mini game, you end up shooting a plunger at somebody. So that's what the rabbit would do. You input side special, here comes a rabbit, and they end up firing off a plunger shot. And I think the cool thing with the plunger is if your opponent happens to get hit by the move, the plunger would end up sticking to the opponent, say like in their face, right? Ends up sticking to their face, and if they're stationary, if they're on the ground, basically if they don't get hit by the move in air, they will have like this little tripping effect, or a little stun effect, if you will, however you want to put that. And then you could end up following it up with, say, a forward smash, It's in a way, it's kind of a potential combo starter if you hit the move, during a certain time. So, I think it's a pretty cool move, summoning out a rabbit. I mean, it's a little bit different, right? Why not?
Yippee!
Alright, down special time. Now, this one, I think, is pretty well known in the Rayman games, right? The plum throw, or maybe in this case, you could call it like a plum pluck. But I think it could kind of be a little similar to maybe Peach and Daisy's turnip pluck, right? Where they pull that out of the ground. So basically you have this item that you pull out of the ground, and now Rayman could either, maybe once he picks it up, obviously he's going to be holding it, so you can end up using that as an item itself to throw it at the opponent, maybe Z-drop it over the ledge, whatever it might be. But what about is the plum? Like, I think the plum would be bigger in size than Peach and Daisy's turnip, so the plum itself, maybe, because you can see Rayman does, he can get on top of the plums and, use them to jump off of or ride on top of whatever it might be. So maybe, if the plum is out there on the field, after it gets thrown, say it takes maybe one or two hits for the plum to actually fully disappear, right? Before it disappear, whatever it might be. What if you throw it once and it's still on the battlefield? Maybe you could use it as like a, I don't know, as a little platform to jump off of for whatever reason. Just give it a little bit more, a little bit more to do, whatever it might be. Because, like, again, I'm taking stuff from the Rayman games. Because what he does is what items do in his game. So, I mean, why not, right? And plus, plum throw, plum pluck, whatever you want to call this, I think you better have this in a Rayman moveset.
Yippee!
All right, time for up special. Now, what would up special be? This one's also very simple from the Rayman. It's one of his patented moves, one of his abilities that he does in the Rayman games. Helicopter hair. How does this work? Well, you can see his hair rotates like a couple of helicopter blades, and you're able to, I think the way this should work you'll be able to kind of control which way you want to go direction-wise. But at the same time, while having that control, you'll be a bit slower when, kind of coming back down onto the stage. Whether when you use the move, you'll just be in a slower sort of state instead of like all right, quick, boom, done sort of up special. No, because you'll have a lot more mobility. You'll have a lot more freedom of choice which direction you want to go. So if you're trying to aim to the right and you're going to the right, and then the last second you're like, no, psych, I'm gonna go all the way to the left. Hold the stick to the left, and you'll go that way. So I think it's gotta be a balance, right? You can't just be extremely zippity quick when it comes to falling back down, especially with an up special like this. So you'll have control. Plus the hair itself will do damage. Pretty similar to, we'll say, King K. Rules, his up special with his jetpack propeller. So if you get caught, I guess above Rayman in this case, any enemies that would, they'll take damage from that helicopter hair.
Yippee!
All right, forward smash. Is there anything simpler? Anything else that would come to mind? I don't think so. What it is, the wind-up punch. I mean, this is easy, right? Forward smash. Look at the potential range on this thing, too. So Rayman might be a bit more of a close quarters combat kind of character, but at the same time, he doesn't have limbs, so his arms and his feet can go pretty far. So, like, you could have a forward smash that's got pretty good reach, maybe similar to Corrin, or, maybe not Min levels of reach, but, maybe kind of close to, I don't know. Either way, I think it could be a forward smash with pretty good range to it, which, I mean, it makes sense, right? So, like Rayman Legends, or is this Origin? Whichever game this is from, I always forget. I mix up the two all the time. But that, I think, is Rayman Legends. That whole game, every move, every ability that he has, almost seemed like it was like a audition for Smash Bros. It was like, hey, look, we have everything ready to go. We implemented smash attacks, with dash attacks, air attacks, special attacks. They have all this stuff, and it's like, it's perfect, right? Rayman's moveset is so simple to take from his games and put them onto his character and into Smash Bros. Am I right? Alright, moving on to forward air. This one couldn't be any simpler as well. Again, like I was just saying, Rayman Legends, right? The moves and abilities in that game are just like pretty copy-paste, put them into Smash Bros. And everything just fits and works so well. So if you don't know what this is, it's simple. Forward air, little two-handed overhead smash. Bring his fist forward, and it's gonna have a spike effect, similar to Mario's forward air if you want to go that route. Nice little spike effect, and it's just so simple. Like, if you don't have this as a forward air, what else would you have? This one just makes too much sense not to have. Get what I'm saying? Alright, how about down air? This one is going to be fun, but please don't use this near the ledge of a stage or the edge of a stage, because you're going to go sailing right past it. We all know those characters that have it. Banjo-Kazooie has it, Corrin has it. I know there's a couple other characters. Sonic, kind of, in a way. Yeah, Sonic kind of got that as well, so you got to kind of watch out. Don't use it near the edge of the stage, that's all I'm going to say. But, I believe the name of this attack is the Crush attack. So, the way I envision it, as you can see, Rayman slams or just kind of nosedives straight to the ground. Now, I think a cool added effect to this attack, what about a berry effect? So, say your opponent is standing on a platform on the the base of the stage, whatever it is, and you end up using down air and you make contact while they're standing. They got to be standing either on a platform or the base of the stage. So if you make contact, you will then bury them into the ground, and then you can go combo off of that, follow it up with something else. It's a really cool move. I think it would be a great way to kind of get yourself back on stage. So say your opponent is trying to go for the circus act, and that would be juggling, trying to juggle you with an up air or an up tilt, whatever it might be. Well, catch him off guard with this down air, and even on the off chance, maybe bury him as well. Kind of be like, you want to try to juggle me? You're going to have to watch out for my attack, right? I'm coming through. But again, just don't ever use this attack near the edge of a stage.
Yippee!
Alright, final smash time, and the one I've chosen for this, the Mosquito. Now this one could be, well, it's not could be. This one is very simple. Rayman, and you could do it one of two ways. You could either do it as like maybe a little cinematic sort of cutscene for the Final Smash, or it could just be like a interactive right with the stage. You activate it, and then the move works. So I'll explain it by how you see it here. So the first one, the cinematic cutscene. Rayman activates his Final Smash. Say he ends up punching an opponent, and then the cutscene triggers. Rayman jumps on the mosquito, and then there's a barrage of these projectiles that just obliterates the opponent, whoever happens to get caught in the Final Smash. Pretty simple, straightforward, right to the point. I think it makes a lot of sense. Or you could even do it where you activate the Final Smash. Rayman, say, a mosquito goes shooting right across. You don't even need that, honestly, because that would kind of be a cutscene. But you activate the Final Smash. Rayman jumps on a mosquito real quick, and then just peppers the entire stage in these projectiles for 3, 4, 5 seconds, whatever it might be. And if you end up getting caught in the Final Smash, well, obviously you're going to be taking some big damage. What do you guys think? Moving on to the spirit board. Again, potential spirits. If you don't agree with the spirits, where they're at, what the legendary is, that is fine. This is just a potential mock-up of what could happen. So it is what it is. If you don't agree, that's 100% fine. I'm just trying to showcase what could come with Rayman, what could be spirits. That's the whole idea of this. This isn't a thing to say 100% this is what it is. No. Alright, I just want to make that clear. But yeah, so some potential spirits we could see. Maybe Mr. Dark, one of the big bad villains of the Rayman universe. Heck, he could be the legend spirit, and I showcase a potential fight on how that could work for his legend spirit. You see Bad Rayman as well, so I got a fight with him we could potentially do. But then again, you got the other ones out there. You got Globox or Globix, whatever you want to pronounce it as. You got Razorbeard, you got Barbara, you got the Teensies, you got Murphy. Those are just some ones that just make too much sense to include, in my opinion, for Rayman Spirit Board. So there's a lot of good potential, and yeah, let's jump into a couple of the spirit fights, shall we? All right, so let me talk about the Dr. Dark, or Mr. Dark, if you will, the Legend Spirit fight. How could that work? And I figured the best way to, in my opinion, I think a great way to represent the fight would be, I don't know who you would fight in the fight, but the whole fight would be revolved around left is right, right is left. Kind of that homage to his first boss fight in Rayman 1, right? So if you don't know, in Rayman 1, Dr. or Mr. Dark, whatever you prefer, ends up casting a couple spells on Rayman. So one, you have irreversible controls. So that'd be perfect for a boss fight. So we'll wait for that to kick it. So no, now it's just assist trophy. Hey Wally, how you doing? But basically, left becomes right, right becomes left, and that could happen maybe every 5 seconds. See, like something like this. Okay, see if I can win this. But okay, I just died. But the whole point would be left is right, right is left, irreversible controls. But another one of those spells that he cast on Rayman during that fight is you run uncontrollably. So maybe throughout the entire fight, you are running uncontrollably, and then every 5 seconds, it'll kick in for irreversible controls to make the fight really, really difficult. Again, it's a legend spirit, so the fight, it is supposed to be difficult, right? Alright, so let's talk about the evil Rayman, or the bad Rayman, and this would be a fun fight. So you would actually fight Rayman in this case. Obviously, I can't show that because he's not in Smash Bros. Right now. Or maybe he won't be. I don't know. But either way, you would fight Rayman, but he would have that alternate skin, the evil Rayman, so it would be a dark version. So, hold up. I'll show. So, for right now, I got Dark Link playing the role. So, it kind of evens, makes things seem legit. But the idea is, so going back to, Rayman 1 when evil Rayman or bad Rayman comes out, if you touch evil Rayman one time, you die in the game. So I was thinking something pretty fun to either have max percent, or maybe you could even turn it into a stamina battle and you have 1% stamina. So basically, one hit would end up KOing you. So it's kind of a cool homage to, where he comes from, because that's what spirit fights are all about. They are all about staying true to where the character comes from and how the fights work. So this would be very fun. So you would end up oh my goodness. So you get hit once. Hopefully I see, and then you would just die. So the fight itself could be very difficult, but at the same time, you could end up doing it. You could. Oh my goodness! But yeah, I think it'd be a fun little fight to fight an actual Dark Rayman. That's the actual character you would fight. So let's move on to his stage, which I think appropriately, this should be the Glade of Dreams. That's the world that, well, Rayman is from. So how could this one work? I believe this one works very well as a rotating sort of background type of stage. And why do I say that? Because Glade of Dreams is this huge world, and it's got vast array of different backgrounds. So you could go through like forests. Lakes in the background, and then maybe mountain ranges or like volcanoes. That's another one. Caves that could be kind of fun. So something like that. Rotating through that in the background, and then even have maybe some background characters just kind of appear in the stage, kind of like how like the Sonic series, those characters kind of appear in the background. So maybe something like that could be a little bit of fun. Just kind of a cool little nod to the series. I think this one makes a lot of sense for a stage. You could take one central location, I suppose, but I think kind of if you go Glade of Dreams, or what else is it known as? It's something like the Crossroads of Dreams or something like that, I believe. But whatever you want to call it, I think the rotating style really makes this one a fun stage because, again, Glade of Dreams is the world that Rayman comes from. So if you're going to, well, incorporate that into a stage, why not scan through and go through a lot of the big points of, well, the world? Like I was saying with caves and volcanoes and forest and lakes, something like that. Could be kind of fun, and yeah, that's my I guess yeah, that's my opinion for what the stage should be. All right, that's all I got for this one. Yeah, there's my little Rayman potential Smash Bros breakdown. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. What would you change? What did you like? What would you add? Whatever it might be, let me know that sort of stuff. And then maybe if you're even feeling up to it, rate this out of 10. Please give me 10 out of 10. No, I'm just joking. If you do want to rate it, go for it. Let me know how I did. But anyway, that is it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. And as always, thanks for watching.